Alrighty, it's time for us to begin. Let's take a quick look at the standings. It's been a minute. Been a couple weeks, actually. Currently, Lightning are leading the league, 23-4 overall record, with a 144 run differential. They've been sitting up at the top for a while now, but we see a new team in second place as the Cat Comrade Flock jump the Green 49er Tax Evaders. Both teams have an overall record of 16-11, but the conference record for the Flocks is much better, 8-4 compared to the Tax Evaders, 6-6. And that is the first time that the Tax Evaders have fallen out of the top two this entire season. The Rocketeers hold on to their fourth place with their win over the Stars. They have a negative 76 run differential, which is worse than the Stars, but they do have 2 more wins. And we've got this guy, Massive Wiener Man, saying, "Rah, let's go Flock." Flock, certainly the most popular team. Not that there's many fans here to begin with that aren't just the managers, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and start getting these teams ready. We've got the first game is the Rocketeers at the Fury. Then we got the Lightning and the Stars, and then the Flock and the Tax Evaders. These guys are tied for second place right now, and they will be facing off this week. So we'll see who takes the lead coming into the last 2 weeks of the season. Now this is just game 1 of that series, but we do have 2 other series to get to first. That's going to be our closer. That's our feature game. We got to save it for last. First, we've got an exciting opening game, the Rocketeers and Fury, both towards the bottom of the standings. Rocketeers are 10-17. The Fury are 8-19. Oh, and Forgotten Variant, the manager of the Rocketeers, has come in. How about that Garrett trade to the man with the Browns profile picture? Didn't happen. Okay. Yeah. I'm glad we're accepting the reality that it's not actually true. That was really tragic. I like the idea, I just don't think the Browns got enough out of it. Personally. Trade for a younger guy with the whole young core that the Browns have. He's going to stick with the team a bit longer. I know Garrett was like the greatest defender in the league last season, but he's hit his peak, and now it'll be harder for him to keep up that performance. I think trading him is not a terrible idea, especially if he just doesn't want to be there anymore. At least get something for him before he just drops and leaves. So maybe if he was very eager to leave, that wasn't terrible. I don't know. I'm not in charge of the Browns. I don't know what's going on in their front office. Joe Burrow is safe now. Yeah, was there a trade that was being discussed? He's on the Bengals, right? I'm not crazy. He's been with the Bengals for a minute, I think. I don't know. I don't know a ton about football. Yes, he is. Okay. Red Koopa Troopa. And Dixie Kong, of course. Dixie is a very weird player. She has been kind of really good. Surprisingly. Surprisingly good. She's been a solid pitcher. She's now second place in the league, passing Peach for strikeouts. And she also has the best batting average out of every single pitcher in the league, even better than Daisy and Boo. Boo is actually surprisingly bad at batting. Diddy Kong is the worst batting average of all of the pitchers. I'm very surprised that Dixie is the best. We've got Gray Bones, Blue Bones, Paragoomba Goomba, Diddy Kong, Baby Mario, Baby Luigi. And the Rocketeers, they lead off Yoshi, Fire Bro, then they've got Red Shy Guy, Magic Koopa, yep. Then Noki Pianta, Green Para, Red Koopa, and last but not least, Dixie. The glass cannon will still break. Is that what he's known as? Is he an injury-prone guy? The unloaded cannon will not shoot. Yeah, if they don't play him until the playoffs, he can't be hurt, right? Surely that is exactly what they will do. All right, I think we're about ready. About ready to get going. Let me save the game. Which is totally real and you can definitely do on a GameCube, which is actually what I'm playing this on. No, I mean, the Browns can't break our line without Garrett. Ah, I see. I think with all the new players that the Browns drafted, very solid class, I don't think the defense is going to be that bad. I know it was very much centered around Garrett, but I think even without him, it's still going to be a solid defense. Now, I was thinking it could be best in the league. It's definitely not going to be that anymore, but it will definitely be solid. And now shifting our focus to baseball. The Rocketeers start off with 2 good base hits against the Fury. Red Shy Guy's gonna hit into a sac fly. And Yoshi makes it. I got scared when he let off before the ball was caught, but he still managed to get back and run to third. Oh, nasty double play there for Gray Drybones. That is some elite defense right there. That becomes his 10.5 double play turned. That was a solo double play for him, and I believe that ties him with Blue Pianta for second in the league now. Damn, they got Yao Ming at second base. Bro's got hops. Yellow Pianta clobbers this one, and a 2-run homer to start the game for the Fury. They're leading the Rocketeers 2-0 here in the first. This is a battle with 2 teams who have 1 power hitting player, and the rest of their team is mediocre. Technically, the Rocketeers have 2 power hitters with Red Pianta, but he's only hit 5 home runs this season, which is the same amount that Luigi has hit for the Flock, so I don't know if we can really call him a power hitter. Hoop versus ass. I mean, high key. Ooh, magical catch there. Great grab from Yellow Magic Koopa. A line drive from Paragoomba is caught. The Rocketeers will hold the Fury down after those 2 runs. Now they've got a chance to take it back. What can Red Pianta do here? Blue Noki will not get on base for him, so he'll be solo. No chemistry, no star. Can he do it? He sends this one deep to left, but without a buff. Doesn't quite get out. Up next is Green Koopa Paratroopa. Sends this one over to the shortstop, and Blue Drybones makes the play. Red Koopa Troopa up next. Pops one up, it's deep to left, and too deep. It's caught by Baby Mario. Another scoreless inning for the Rocketeers, and the Fury have a chance to extend their lead. I know the Fury are last place in the league right now, but don't underestimate them. They still have 8 wins, one of them being one of the Lightning's 4 losses. Actually, I think 2 of them. They beat the Lightning twice, right? Yeah. They are half of the Lightning's losses this season. So if they can pull off wins against the top team in the league, they can really win any game here. They just have not been fortunate enough to. Good grab there from Red Pianta will stop their offense there. The Rocketeers get another chance at offense. They start off with Dixie, then Yoshi, then Fire Bro. A great spot in the lineup to start. Only 4 losses is crazy. It is. My team has been so lucky. There have been so many close games where we make an insane comeback in the 7th. There was a point in time, for a week or so, where 3 of my past 4 games were walk-off wins. Which is a little ridiculous. Team's good and lucky. It's true. Meanwhile, the Tax Evaders, they are really good, but they've been really unlucky recently. I mean, they started off the season 9-0. I know they've made some trades, but their losing streak has been very surprising, to say the least. A high bobble, but it is caught. And that's 3 scoreless innings now for the Rocketeers. This is looking like a low-scoring game, not something we're really used to here. This one's lined and caught by Red Pianta. This one hit deep by Yellow Pianta, but not deep enough. It's popped over to Blue Noki over in right field. And now Blue Bones will be the last batter up. Or not last, but the batter up with 2 outs on the board. This one gets down through the infield and is a base hit for the Fury. They've got another Dry Bones up to bat. Great deep shot from Gray Dry Bones, gets down for a single. Paragoomba up to bat. Paragoomba is not on the top players board on the right, despite having the 2nd most RBI on the team by a wide margin. I believe each of the Dry Bones are tied at 15 RBI, and Paragoomba has 27. That is almost exclusively because he bats right after the Dry Bones, who are more consistent at getting on base, hence the strikeout right there. So he is doing really well in terms of RBI, but all of his other stats are way worse than any of the Dry Bones, so I still decided to not put him on there. The Rocketeers. They've got their next turn up at the plate. And they've got 2 immediate outs. Red Pianta with no one on base. Takes one down the middle, strike 1. Next pitch is clobbered to the left side. It stays fair, it hits the pole. That's a home run for the Rocketeers. Their first run of this game will be a solo shot from Red Pianta. Forgotten variant, talk about my team being unlucky. Really? Yeah. A rough start for both of these teams, really. 3 runs scored in the first 4 innings. Slap hitting sucks all game, then that just happens. Yeah. That's how it goes. That's why it's important to have power hitters. If your slap hitters just can't get anything together, you can still score some runs. They'll end the inning there, holding the Rocketeers to just 1. Now the Fury take another chance up at the bat. Goomba. 1 strike, 1 ball. That one's inside. There's a star chance on the line here. This could be a big at-bat. It's popped over to right, but Blue Noki, the all-star, is there. The only all-star from the Rocketeers. Very unfortunate. Fire Bro missed out because he had to compete for the catcher position with Boomerang Bro. But hey, Blue Noki did a decent job. Diddy Kong gets a deep double off of that. Good shot over to the left gap. Baby Mario up next. Star pitch goes for a ball. Nah, but Firebro got to play in the home run derby. It's true. We did have a for fun game after the All-Star game. That was just all the best power hitters, pretty much. The only power hitter that wasn't there was like Wario. We could definitely could have swapped him out for Green Dry Bones for the Mushroom Mashers. But given that that team scored 60 runs in the other game, I think it was a solid team. The Fury, they will score again. A couple good slap hits. Lead Diddy Kong back to home plate. That's an RBI single for Yellow Shy Guy. Yellow Pianta with 2 runners on base. There's 2 outs on the board, so this is a high leverage situation for the Fury and Rocketeers. Star hit goes down the third base line. They're going to try and bring Baby Mario home. They get it. 4-1 lead for the Fury. It's a good start for them. If this game stays defensive, they could be in a pretty good position here. However, if the Rocketeers' offense starts going, that lead could fall apart in mere seconds. And the inning, another great magical catch by Yellow Magic Koopa this game. He's been doing very well on defense over there at third base. Let's see if the Rocketeers can get the offense going. Again, they start with Dixie Kong. And a great slap up the middle gets her on base. Yoshi, the speedster, that's the Rocketeers captain, pops one up to center field. That'll be caught by Yellow Pianta. Still 1 runner on base. Firebro with a chance to cut the lead to 1. That one's inside for ball 1. This one is slapped over to the left side, but it has enough power on it. That's a 2-run bomb to put the Rocketeers within 1. 3-4, the Fury are still ahead. But the Rocketeers have cut it close, and they still have the rest of this inning. Red Shy Guy's up next after that. Another great hit up the middle. The Rocketeers seem to have found their spot. Yellow Magic Koopa slaps one straight to the third baseman. Thrown to second for the out, but not a double play. Fury are not able to get that one done. Two strikes on Blue Noki. This could end the inning. With a strikeout, and they do. Rocketeers. They cut the lead down. Can the Fury take it back? I guess they still have the lead, but can they extend their lead? Get those extra runs back. Two strikes on Gray Bones. And then he slaps one up the middle. Yoshi tries to go the tongue grab, but bobbles it. Unfortunate bobble there. This one popped straight over to Yellow Madge, and that's an easy out. This one is just over Yoshi's head. That'll be a single for Goomba. Goomba has the single worst batting average in the entire league. His batting average is .330, meaning he gets on base less than 1/3 of his at-bats. The next worst batting average is Monty Mole for the Stars, and then after that is Diddy Kong. This one is thrown to second, but they don't get the out there. A successful bunt. The Fury have bases loaded for Baby Mario. Let's see what the feared power hitter can do. And it's a line drive out to Yoshi. That's some good infield there. CPU should just bunt every at-bat. It doesn't always work. It only works if the defense thinks that the player on base is slow enough that they can get the out at second. And a great strikeout there saves the inning without giving up any runs. The defense always just picks wrong. It depends. I've seen some plays with, like, if it's a larger first baseman who grabs the ball and can just stand there and tag the runner out. Sometimes they do, like Bowser for the Tax Evaders. I think. Who is it? Who else is it? I think the person for the Stars. They have King Boo there. He's a pretty large hitbox. I think my team did that when I had Pianta there, but I don't think Green Toad likes to stand there. Or Yellow Toad I have on first. But yeah, it's just because there's no one on first base. And for some reason the CPU doesn't think, I can run to first faster than they can. It just goes, I should throw it to second then, if they're not standing directly on the baseline. But anyway, this is a big moment. The Rocketeers have 2 on base, 1 out, and Dixie Kong is bunting at the request of their manager, but she gets thrown out. So you gotta bunt it down the first baseline. Seems to be the more consistent method. Because if you bunt it over to third, there's still someone on first. They just throw there easy. But if you bunt it to first, they have to run to grab the ball. And another runners on base clutch situation for the pitcher. That was also bases loaded, I believe. No, because Dixie got thrown out at first. So it was just runners on second and third. But 2 very, very harrowing situations avoided for both of these teams. Forgotten Variant, I hate this team. Massive Wienerman says, you def win this game though, I believe. They are down by 1 right now. We do have 1 more chance for them left. It's the bottom of the 6th right now, the Fury. Taking their could be last chance if the Rocketeers don't manage to score. in there, top of the 7th. This will be the last time that the Fury are on offense. This one is popped over the infield. That's high. That gets down. Fury score another run there. A great shot from Green. Or not from Green, from Gray Dry Bones. Mixing up my bones now. That's what they say when I go to an archaeologist and I mix up the dinosaurs. That was awesome, guys. And the Fury get another one there from Paragoomba. He brings in one of the bones off a dribbling grounder over through the left side of the infield. But it's just enough to get by, and it scores a run, so you can't complain too much. Now it's a Goomba up to bat. Goomba with chemistry on base. Takes strike 1 looking. Takes strike 2 looking. Both curveballs coming towards the outside. Is Goomba reading the pitch? But he didn't see that one coming. The changeup on the inside. He strikes out there. 2 outs now on the Fury. Rocketeers need to end this inning quickly. They cannot afford to give up more runs. Diddy Kong pops one deep to left, but it's foul. This one comes by for strike 2. There's no swing. And now, line straight to Yellow Madge, and that's the out. The Rocketeers escape, but they let up 2 runs in that inning. They'll have to get 3 here to keep this game alive. Firebro up to bat with a star chance on the line. He's got a 1-1 count. Playing very patiently so far. That one's another inside ball. A third inside ball, a 3-1 count. And then he has to feed him one down the middle, and Firebro swings on it. He does not squander his chance, and that's a solo shot home run for the Rocketeers. Great at-bat for Firebro. He really did everything he needed to, and he got exactly what he wanted out of it. That's why he is in the talks for MVP in this league. In the RBI race, he's 2nd place behind Boomerang Bro. In terms of home runs, he's 3rd behind Boomerang Bro and Hammer Bro. We have quite the bro-dominated league here. They are most definitely going to be nerfed next season. Do not worry. I also think we might buff Bowser. Just a little bit. A little bit in terms of like his hitbox contact size. Because we kind of nerfed the shit out of him. And he's the worst of like the really strong power hitters. So I'm going to give him a little bit of his range back. Not a ton. It's not going to be ridiculous. Because he had like a 1.45 times multiplier. Most characters have like 0.5 or 0.6. He had ridiculous hitbox size for his bat. So I'm putting it at like maybe 0.7 or something. Like, we're going to give him a little bit back. But nothing crazy. But a base is loaded for the Rocketeers, and they start slapping through the lineup. They score off of a great slap from Green Koopa Paratroopa. Dude is changing the rules to stop me and the tax evaders to catch up. This is not true. Kamish is hitting the instant win button under his desk. Also not true. 2 outs. Down by 1, the Rocketeers need a hit here to tie up the game and keep themselves alive. Dixie Kong slaps one, it goes foul. Oh. Very close there. This one slapped foul again off to the left. This one gets down over on the left side. The Rocketeers score 1. They tie the game, they keep themselves alive. They would love to score more here. They'll have Yoshi up next. Do they have any stars? They do. They have 1. Yoshi could use a star hit here. He's going to charge instead. It's to the outfield gap, and it gets down. That is going to score 2 runs. They're going to go for 3 and a triple. They get thrown out at third, but they do secure 3 runs. They went from down by 3 to up by 3. Can the Fury possibly answer this? The Rocketeers have taken the lead, 9-6. They just need to close out against the Babies. Will be the first 2 at-bats for the Fury. Baby Mario will strike out looking. That's 1. Baby Luigi, swing and a miss. This one slapped. Yoshi grabs it with the tongue catch. The Rocketeers are 1 out away from a huge comeback victory. Yellow Shy Guy sends this one and it gets down. This one's down on the left side. That will be a single for Yellow Shy Guy. Yellow Pianta up now, grounds one over. Red Pianta grabs it and makes the play. That is the game. The Rocketeers win it. 9-6, a defensive game until the last inning, where they have an explosive 6-run inning to get the win. Down by 3 coming into the 7th, and they win by 3. Yoshi is given the MVP award. Massive Wiener Man says, I need to be able to gamble on these games. I'm always right. Forgotten Variant, give your money to me. I'll manage it for you. Yeah, dude, that's exactly what like every single like business financial advisor guy says. So I don't really get why Yoshi was MVP over Fire, bro. But I guess it values like having the leading run more. Because Yoshi did, in fact, get the bases clearing 3-run, almost triple. It was a double, and then he got thrown out going to third. So he did score the runs that broke the tie, I suppose. But I don't know, Firebro kind of let that happen. He was the one scoring runs so that they were able to get to that point. And here's the rest of the squad. Red Pianta also had a good game, went 4 for 4 with a solo shot home run. Not bad, not bad. Green Koopa Paratroopa went 3 for 4 with an RBI. Dixie, 2 for 3 with an RBI. And on defense, she had 7 strikeouts. And a 7.7 ERA. That is great. That is phenomenal. 11.5 isn't terrible for Diddy Kong either, but he only got 3 strikeouts, which is not so good. Offense for the Fury. Baby Luigi got no hits. Baby Mario went 2 for 4. Each of the 3 before that got 1 base hit. Paragoomba got an RBI with his, though. Green Drybones went 3 for 4, getting 1 RBI. Yellow Pianta went 3 for 5, getting 3 RBI. 2 of them coming off of a home run in that first inning. Yellow Shy Guy also has 1 RBI. He went 4 for 5. Firebro robbed. Yet another Firebro snubbed. Yeah, even the game hates him. It's just canon. That was a great game. What a good comeback for the Rocketeers. They will now be 11-17, extending their lead over the bottom 2. The Fury are the first team in the league to hit 20 losses. They are 8-20. Now, we could have another team hit that mark tonight, perhaps with the Stars. Or we could have the Lightning get their 5th loss of the season. We'll have to see. We'll start off with the Stars. Their captain is Waluigi. And my team's captain is Daisy. Wario, Waluigi, King Boo, Red Toad, Dark Bones. They've got Red Madge, Red Noki, Then they have Montgomery Mole and Toadette. What a squad. This should pretty much be it. Hold on, hold on. Toad is in right. Noki is in center. I've been looking a lot at like character buffs and nerfs for next season. Hence why I was talking about the bro nerf. Because, I mean, I don't mind the bros doing really well generally. Like, especially the starred ones. I'm fine with the starred bros doing well. But the fact that unstarred Hammer Bro is also top 3 in the league over Bowser and Petey and DK, I think that's kind of weird. I just kind of want to nerf the unstarred version more than just punishing all of them. You know what I'm saying? I think we just need to fix the balance a little bit. Just a little bit. Then another change I want to do is the Toads. I think they are too good. I think we should just take away some of their power. They're really good slap hitters, but I think they should be more like the Dry Bones, who are good slap hitters but have no power. The Toads, for some reason, have the same power as Piantas and are way better contact hitters. I don't think they should have that much power. I think we should nerf the Toads' power hitting. Their contact should be fine. Make them more like the Bones. Maybe we can buff their fielding or something. Make them a little bit faster so they're better outfielders. Finally got my chat working. What a sell job by my team. Yeah, it was unfortunate. Your team held down defense for the first 6, though. That was good. It just fell apart at the end. Just unfortunate. Now the stars. The stars. We will discuss balance patches more once the season ends, and we actually, like, get to the point where it's relevant. For right now, these will not take effect until a long time, so we have absolutely nothing to worry about for the foreseeable future. I kind of forget my lineup, which it's literally my lineup. I made this shit. Okay. I'm so locked in. So, Green Bones. Yes. And the Toads. Toadsworth first. Whoa, why do I have Daisy up there? That's not, yeah, that's better. There we go. Alright. This should be good. We are playing at the Stars Stadium, which is Wario Palace. How many weeks left? This is 12 weeks, so this is our third to last. There are 2 more after this week, and then playoffs. And then we're going to have a bit of an off season because I have classes starting up in August that are going to take a lot of time out of my schedule, specifically band. So I kind of want to wait until that's over. This marching band takes up a lot of time, especially in the afternoons and evenings, which would not give me a lot of time to prepare for this. Which, as you can tell by the sidebars and stuff that I do and the game scores I post, I like putting time into this. So I'd like to not do that during my busiest semester. Alright, let's get into the game. I didn't save it. This one better not go wrong. Also didn't change the sidebars. Oh no. There we go. We're locked in. Damn, yeah. I think Season 3 would start up by winter break at the earliest. Also, if we have enough interest, I would like to expand the league add a second draft pool and make the conferences 6 teams each. So we would combine all the teams in these six into one conference, and then add 6 new teams to be their own separate conference. That would be pretty cool. Petey starting off strong for the Lightning with a 2-run bomb. Much like Yellow Pianta did for the Fury in the last game. Mario gets on base, Petey swings the bat. The Lightning start off 2-0 here in the top of the first. DK drills one to the right side. It gets down, but it's not out. That will be a double for Donkey Kong. Extra base hits are always welcome. Green Dry Bones lines it out to Dark Bones. Toadsworth gets one through on the right side. That'll put runners on the corners for our first Toad of 2. Yellow Toad with chemistry on base. Charging, clobbers it. Is it gone? It's right on the wall. It is a 3-run bomb for Yellow Toad. He starts this game off very well for the Lightning, putting them up to 5 runs total. This is a hot start so far. Green Toad up next. Green Toad's charging, sends one to the left side. Toadette should be there, though. She is, and that's the second out of the inning. Daisy up to bat now. Daisy charges. Bad contact, and it's short pop fly over to left field. They end the inning there. The Lightning score 5. The Stars, they take their first turn at the plate. Red Toad clobbers one to the left side, but it goes just foul. That was so close to hitting the pole. Instead, he's going to ground out to DK. DK is so large. What a wide boy. Dark Bones pops one over the infield. That gets down for a single. The Stars have one on base for King Boo. Starred King Boo, no less. And that one's gone. Good contact for King Boo, and it's a 2-run homer to start the game for the Stars. That makes now 3 teams tonight that have started their game with a 2-run home run as their first scores. Next up is Wario for the Stars. Wario takes strike 1 on the outside corner. That was a good pitch from Daisy. Next one is an inside ball. Then one clips the inside corner, another great painted corner. And one on the outside strikes out Wario swinging. And that one is lined straight to Blue Magic Koopa. Waluigi will end the inning for the Stars. Speaking of Blue Magic Koopa, that is the first batter up in the second inning for the Lightning. It's a line drive to Red Dry Bones, and that is an out. Mario up, he charges but does not swing. Strike 1. Next one lined to Red Magic Koopa. 2 outs on the inning. And Petey goes yard again! 2 for 2 tonight with 2 home runs. He was very mad about getting dropped from the top players sheet on the right. I dropped him in favor of Mario because they have the same number of home runs. Petey has 4 more RBI, but Mario also leads the league in batting average and on-base percentage. So I figured that first place in batting average is better than 6th in RBI. So I put Mario up there. But Petey's showing that he deserves that spot. He just needed some motivation is all. Also, DK might get walked here. 3 balls, 0 strikes. Now make that 1 strike, a swing and a miss. And ball 4, inside. DK gets walked. That's a rare sight to see. Green dry bones now. 2 outs for the Lightning. Any misstep could end this offensive attempt for them. That one is right over Wario's head. That's going to be at least 2 bases for DK. He's going home. No laser beam on Wario. He'll certainly make it. It's a 5-run lead for the Lightning right now, 7-2. Toadsworth up to bat. He's a consistent contact batter, but that does not mean that it's always good contact. This one is, though, perfectly down the line and hit by the chain chomp to center field. That's going to be an RBI double for Toadsworth. What a lucky shot. Yellow Toad up now, chemistry on base. Star pitch from Waluigi. It's charged back to the wall. Can Toadette grab it? She bobbles. Oh, she's stunned by the ball. And that'll give up another run. Green Toad up to bat. Charges on another Waluigi star pitch, sent over to left field again. This one will be off the wall, and it'll score Yellow Toad. 10 runs now for the Lightning. They're up by 8. Daisy lines out to Wario, and that will end the inning. Back-to-back innings where they scored 5 runs. The Stars, what can they do here in the bottom of the second? They hit this one up the middle with Red Madge, and that's a runner on base. Red Noki up now. Pops one over to left field. Mario is there, easy peasy. One of the many All-Stars from the Lightning team. The only 2 players on this team that were not All-Stars were Toadsworth and Yellow Toad. Toadsworth was only not an All-Star because it was between him and Green Toad, another outfielder for the Lightning. The other 7 players were all on the All-Star team for the Mushroom Mashers. That one goes foul from Toadette. Stars currently have 2 runners on base. Toadette with 1 out on the board, 2 strikes. She star hits up the middle. That'll get down. They'll try and score Red Magikoopa. And they throw it to Dry Bones instead of DK. That'll give up the run. DK has the laser beam. Give it to him. And now it's a Red Toad with chemistry up to bat, but he grounds it. DK makes the double play. They save a run from scoring and end the inning right there. Dry Bones will also get some credit on that double play, as he scored the first out by throwing it to DK. Hey, that rhymed. Anyway, Blue Magikoopa lines out to Dark Bones. Star to Mario up next. Bad contact on that charge swing. That's popped straight to center. And that's caught by Red Noki. Next up is Petey Piranha. Petey misses on that one. Can't hit them all. Misses there. Strike 2. Can't hit them all, but you should at least hit 1. He doesn't. He strikes out to end the inning. Scoreless inning for the Lightning. The Stars have a chance to make up some ground. They've got Dark Bones into King Boo. That is a dangerous 1-2 punch. The Dry Bones, consistent base hitters. And King Boo, of course, a threatening power hitter. This time Dark Bones will not get on base, though. He strikes out. Daisy will still have to dispose of King Boo, and she won't be able to. Feeds him one that he clobbers. Solo shot home run for King Boo. That cuts the lead down to 6. It's 10-4. You're in the bottom of the third. 1 out for the Stars. Wario's got 1 strike. Swing and a miss is strike 2. This one popped over into the outfield gap. Great shot by Wario. That'll be a double for him. Oh, he thinks about going for 3, but does make it back to second base safely. Waluigi slaps through the left side. Now with 2 runners on base, what can Red Magic Koopa do? They're on first and third. Two-one count on Red Mage. This one lined over to Green Bones. He bobbles it, but secures the catch. That's 2 outs on the inning. Red Noki up to bat. The worst batting average of all 3 Nokis, surprisingly. Despite being the power-hitting Noki, because red is the power color, just generally, she has the worst batting average of the 3. Blue Noki, the speed Noki, actually has the best. Red Noki's going to strike out there. And the batting average is weird with the Nokis, because Green Noki is always considered to be the best because of her line drive star hit, compared to, I believe, Red Noki has a pop fly and Blue Noki has a grounder. But it seems that for the Nokis, the grounder is enough to get on base. That's a solo shot from DK. DK, the leading MVP candidate from the Lightning, although he's only in 5th place, hits a solo shot home run there. That's a big one. Puts the Lightning up 11-4. Green Dry Bones hits a great charge shot. That gets to the back wall. That's a double for him. Next up is Toadsworth. Star pitch, and it's slapped straight to Wario, a double play. Green Dry Bones got confused, thought Wario was going to drop it. Yellow Toad clobbers this one. That's going to be another home run for Yellow Toad. A great game so far for him. That makes 2 home runs on the night. He's tied with Petey right now. In fact, he has more RBI. 12-4. Lightning lead by 8. Green Toad slaps one over to the right side. It's thrown in the tornado and hits off the ground. That gets down. Interesting angle there. Daisy. Runner on, 2 outs. Waluigi star pitch yet again. This one is hit through the infield. And Green Toad's going to come down to score. That will be another run for the Lightning. 13-4, they lead. Blue Magic Koopa hits one right under King Boo's jump. A little too high for him to get normally, a little too low for his jump. Probably could have timed that better, but regardless. Next shot is hit down the third base line. That's going to be a fair ball. Daisy will go home off of that. An RBI double for Blue Mage. Now that brings up starred Mario with a runner on base. He slaps it straight to King Boo, and that's a line out. The Lightning get their scoring going again after that silent inning. They score 4 runs here in the top of the 4th. Great jumping grab by Yellow Toad. That looked like it was just the top of his hitbox. That one's straight to DK. Out number 2. Now for Red Toad. Whips that one over the infield. It gets down just in front of Mario. Runner on base. Dark Bones gets another hit down. Over to that left side again. And that's 2 on base for King Boo. They could score 3 here easily. Instead, it's a line drive to Toadsworth. Red Toad makes it, beating out the chemistry laser beam throw. That'll score a run for the Stars. It's 14-5. Wario is up to bat. Swing and a miss. He's at 2 strikes. And that one clips the outside corner. It's a strikeout. That ends the inning. Another 1-run inning for the Stars. At least they're scoring consistently. Petey drills one to center right field. That's off the top of the wall. Just a little bit more and that would have cleared. But that does give chemistry for Donkey Kong. He goes for a slap there, but misses. He goes for another slap, but misses again. Come on, DK. It's charging time. There he goes, but it's instead a line drive. This will get down and go back to the wall. Petey's going to try and score off of it. And he does. He puts the lead back up to 10 for the Lightning. 15-5. Green Dry Bones gets one through the infield. It's runners on first and third, no outs on the inning. Toadsworth up now. Toadsworth hits one just foul off to the right side. That was a strike on the outside edge. This one? Oh. Star hit foul off to the right. And a star hit foul off to the left. What can Toadsworth do here? He will ground it straight to Wario. That'll be a double play, but it scores Donkey Kong. Strike 1 on Yellow Toad. Charging again. Sends it through the infield, but Wario stops it. He bobbles the ball, but King Boo is able to secure it, and they'll stop the Lightning at just 2 runs. And that brings up Wario to be the first at-bat for the Stars. This one is hit just through the infield, over towards the third baseman. Red Magic Koopa drills one into the outfield, and that's another base hit. Red Noki is up next, with 2 runners on base and no outs. They get another great slap hit down through the infield. Bases are loaded. Bases loaded for none other than Monty Moonball Mole. He does not have any stars to work with. That is a ball, but it's not grabbed. It is grabbed, but it's not thrown for an out. That grounder will score a run for the Stars, keep the bases loaded. Still no outs. Star pitch for Daisy, swing and a miss, strike 1. Swing and a miss there, strike 2. And Toadette strikes out looking. That's the first out of the inning. At least it's better than a bad contact slap into a double play. Red Toad. Star pitch there from Daisy. And it's strike 2. Sends that one just outside. That one is lined to Blue Magic Koopa. Double play for the end of the inning. And despite that high leverage situation, just 1 run scores that inning for the Stars. Good job to the Lightning for getting out of that. Green Toad pops one over to the right corner. A Daisy line drive is caught by Wario. That's 1 out on the inning. Blue Magic Koopa gets one down just over Dark Bones. That'll be first and second for the Lightning. Star to Mario with 2 runners on base. Good contact, and that's gone. Clobbered to the left side, a 3-run home run for Mario. He's showing up, competing against Petey. Petey has 3 RBI from 2 homers this game. Mario has 3 RBI from just 1 home run. Mario is not taking this challenge sitting down. He's fighting back against Petey Piranha. Petey's going to line out to Wario there. That gives a star chance to the Stars as well. DK up now. Clobbers one, but it's foul. Way off to the left. Next ball is sent deep to the left side. And that's a solo shot home run for DK. He looks like he wants to chase down that MVP spot. He seems to be leading the non-bros right now. Him and King Boo are up there. Also with Petey Piranha close behind. And then Mario and Bowser are finishing out the top 8. With, I believe, Yellow Pianta and Blue Pianta finishing the top 10. This one is grabbed by King Boo. And they make the out there. They hold the Lightning to 4 runs in that inning, which is not so great. Now Dark Bones. Dark Bones sends one over. It's grounded to green, Dry Bones, and thrown to first for the out. Routine play there. Now King Boo is up. Star chance on the line. King Boo could win it and put his team 13 runs away. Clobbers this one over to the left side. That bounces off the wall. That'll be a single for King Boo. He will earn the star for his team. Wario. That one is lined straight to DK. That's out number 2 of the inning. Waluigi pops it up to left, and Mario is there. That is the first scoreless inning for the Stars. The Lightning, they start off with Yellow Toad here. Good slap up the middle, gets him on base. Next up is Green Toad. This one gets down over Dark Bones, and that's 2 on base for the Lightning. Daisy up to bat now. Sends this one over to left, and it is caught by Toadette. Blue Magikoopa. 1 out, 2 runners on base. This is a prime situation for a double play. Instead, Blue Mag will load the bases for Star to Mario. He's got a big chance here. Charges but misses the swing. Strike 1. This one is made slap contact. That's deep. A grand slam for Mario. Star to Mario, heating up in the MVP race. He wants to go for it. That is 4 more RBI for him and another home run. He's broken into the top 6. He has passed Petey Piranha now. What does Petey have to say about that? I actually think he's tied with Petey in terms of RBI, but, you know, close enough. And I think they're also tied in terms of home runs. But, based on his batting average, he would be ahead. Now DK is up to bat. Chemistry and a runner on base. Just one out on the inning. Clobbers this one to center field. DK goes yard now. Another bomb for the Lightning. This one scores 2 for DK. No mercy from this team. Already up by 14, they want to extend the lead to 20 in just 2 swings. Green Bones pops one over to right, and that is caught by Red Toad. Toadsworth up now. Star Chance on the line again. And this time it goes to the Lightning. Yellow Toad up. Takes strike 1 looking. Next one is Star Hit over to Dark Bones. Thrown to first, and that ends the inning. The Lightning will have no more offense this game. Unless, of course, the Stars manage to score 20 runs this inning. But I don't really think that will happen. No offense to the Stars, of course. Red Madge hits one up the middle. That is good. That's a base hit single. Red Noki. Noki is charging and connects. That is deep to the gap. That's going to get down as a double. They're going to try and score Red Madge, but they won't. The laser beam catches them out. Monty Mole now. Two strikes on Monty. This one's popped over to the right side. Green Toad is there. That's 2 outs now on the Stars. They'll need a 20-run 2-out rally. Come on, Toadette, let's get it started. Two strikes on Toadette. A Star Hit gets through the infield. They stay alive, and in fact, Red Noki's going to score. They cut the lead to less than 20. That's important. Just for their pride, but I'm sure they're happy to score as many runs as they can. Red Toad gets a great Star Hit. They're going to score Toadette off of this. They distract the infielders by sending Red Toad to third and then putting him back on second. Two strikes on Dark Bones. And Daisy strikes him out. That's the game. The Stars are able to get 2 more, but they will fall to the Lightning. That was a not very close game. DK is given the MVP award. That makes sense. The Stars actually got a good amount of base hits. They just didn't really bring people home. Yeah, DK went 5 for 5, 3 home runs and 5 RBI. PD, 4 for 6, 3 RBI with 2 home runs. Mario, 3 for 6, 7 RBI off of 2 home runs. So yeah, he is tied with PD for RBI and home runs still. Green Bones got just 1 RBI, but went 4 for 6. Toadsworth also got 1 RBI. Yellow Toad, 4 for 6, 5 RBI off of 2 home runs. That's really impressive. He technically had a better game than PD. Probably didn't have a better game than Mario, though. That Grand Slam is really hard to beat. Green Toad had 1 RBI, Daisy had 1. That was actually, she only had 1 base hit. And then Blue Magic Koopa went 3 for 5 with 1 RBI. Oh, wait, let me do the pitching first. Daisy got 6 strikeouts this game, 10.29 ERA. Neither of those are terrible, neither are excellent. Moving over to the Stars, 1 strikeout. That's pretty terrible. 33.4 ERA. That's pretty terrible. Let's look at offense. Okay, Toadette went 2 for 4, 2 RBI. Monty had 1 RBI. Red Mad went 3 for 4. Wario only went 1 for 4. King Boo, phenomenal game. 4 for 4, 2 home runs, 4 RBI. Red Toad went 2 for 5 with 1 RBI. Dark Bones, 2 for 5, no RBI. They just weren't bringing people home. They would get a couple hits per inning, but it was too spaced out. They didn't get enough momentum going. They were just short in a lot of places, and it really added up to a big loss. They are now the 2nd team in league history to hit 20 losses on the season. Still tied with the Fury in terms of overall record. The Stars actually suffer a conference loss here to the Lightning. Let me check the standings conference record-wise. Oh, the Stars are a 5-8 conference record. The Fury are 4-8. So that means that if the Stars lose, actually if they get swept this series, even if the Fury also get swept, they will pass the Stars. Just because of the conference record. That's very interesting. Well, we are now done with Game 2. We've looked at the scores and such. And now we can get to the main event. The Flock and the Tax Evaders. Hold on, let me throw it in the Discord. Then maybe people will rejoin the stream because it is currently dead. Which is okay. Not every game needs to be watched by everyone. Especially not a game like that. But we have the home team. That is the Tax Evaders. They use Bowser Jr. The Flock have Birdo. Let's get these teams thrown together. Bowser over there on the right side now. I've put him up instead of Peach. Peach is no longer 2nd place in any of the pitching stats, so I decided it would be best to remove her from the top player leaderboard, especially when Bowser is doing a phenomenal job on offense. He's just not quite as good as the bros. He is still phenomenal, has more RBI than Birdo for the Flock, who's their 2nd best player. Bowser's the 3rd best player for the Tax Evaders, and in fact he sits in 8th overall offensively. He is just 3 RBI behind Mario, I believe, and just 3 home runs behind Mario. And also PD Piranha, but not anymore. Both of them got 2 home runs in their last game. Now they're both at 25. So Bowser is now 5 home runs behind those guys. But he is still close to that top leaderboard spot. He just has never been on it. He's just always been snubbed, I suppose. Tax Evaders, they have green Magic Koopa. Red Koopa Paratroopa, green Koopa, and black Shy Guy. I should do the positions, maybe? Just maybe. Hammer Bro is the center fielder, yes. And that should be the outfield done. We've got Red Para in left field. Bowser Jr. in right field. Okay. They have Luigi. They have Boo. They have 2 toads, blue and purple. They have 2 shy guys, blue and green. They've also got blue Pianta, and I believe they have green Noki. Is that the color? Yes, it is. Let's see. Blue Toad is in left. He's the faster Toad. Oh, and Luigi's on third. Green Shy Guy's on first. The drink is the catcher. Powerful CPUs, of course. Who do they star again? They star Boomerang Bro. That should be good. Peach, Black Shy Guy, Red Para, Green Koopa. Alright, that's the Tax Vaders. Now for the flock. Green Shy Guy, Blue Shy Guy, Birdo, Green Noki, Starred Blue Pianta, Luigi, Blue Toad, Purple Toad, and Boo. This one will be at the Tax Evaders' home stadium, which is Mario Stadium. Now, the flock have done very well against the Tax Evaders historically. They are 4-2 against the team. We will have to see if that record holds on this smaller stadium, because when they played first, the Tax Evaders had not traded their stadium away. They were on Peach Garden. Second time they played was at the Flock's home stadium, Bowser Castle, the second largest stadium in the game. And now this is their first time they're facing off at not a super large stadium. Let's see how it goes. Getting ready for our main event tonight. The Flock start off on offense first. Green Shy Guy drills one to the right side. That gets down. Blue Shy Guy up to bat now. 1-1 count. This one hit over to Green Koopa Troopa. It's not a double play, although he does try. And effort is important. Birdo up to bat right now. Birdo sends one through the infield. That gets down. That goes foul. That one is grabbed by Green Magikoopa. They now have 2 outs on the Flock, but with starred Blue Pianta up to bat, anything can happen. It's a smaller stadium. Instead, he's going to hit a ground ball, and it's thrown out at first. Unfortunate slap hit for him. That is a scoreless first for the Flock. Now the Tax Evaders. Their offensive players have been kind of quiet lately. Hammer Bro did decently well in their last series against the Lightning, but the rest of their big hitters were really surprisingly silent. Boomerang Bro and Bowser didn't do a whole lot in those games. Now, it's over to their game against the Flock. We'll see if their power hitters start off well. Bowser Jr. starts off with a home run. And that makes 4 of the 6 teams tonight start off with a 2-run homer for their first runs of the game. Both of the teams last game did it. The Fury did it in the first inning of their game tonight. And now the Tax Evaders have done it. Still a chance for the Flock to do it as well. Boomerang Bro hits another home run. That's back-to-back for the Tax Evaders now. It seems their offense is back. They are back in prime form. Peak conditions. Starting off this game very well for the Tax Evaders. 3-0 lead, no outs on the inning. With Hammer Bro and Bowser still up to bat, the flock can't get cautious now. Or they can't get confident now. They are afraid, and they should stay afraid. That star chance would go to the Tax Evaders, but they are still full on stars. Bowser sends this one to the left side. It gets down. That'll be another run for the Tax Evaders. An RBI double for Bowser. Bowser gets a good base hit there. Red Koopa Paratroopa sends one down the right line. That gets down as a RBI double for Red Paratroopa. Cat Comrades here, he says, we're getting cooked. It's true. A little bit. At least early on. It's still the first inning. Plenty of time to come back. But your offense does got to get going, and also the defense has to stop these guys. Peach. Peach star hits it there. Deep to the right side, and it's caught by Green Noki. Great catch there. They will tag up for the sac fly. That was still an impressive catch. A very annoying star hit was negated there. Now, it's a 6-0 lead for the Tax Evaders. This one gets through on the right side. It's runners on first and second for the Tax Evaders. They've batted through their entire lineup. They're back to Bowser Jr. Bowser Jr., 2 strikes, 2 outs, and will end the inning there for the Tax Evaders. But it's hard to complain about a 6-run first inning. This one is slapped straight to Bowser. Unfortunate ground ball location. Blue Toad gets on base there for the flock. Next up is Purple Toad. Purple Toad makes contact there. It's deep to the left gap. That's going to get down. How far will they go? They're going to score their first run. Ooh, gets a hit down through the left side of the infield. Let's go Toads. We got motion now. We got a couple chatters here for the flock. Getting excited. This is a good offensive rally for the flock so far. Another good base hit gets down there. That'll score another run. 2-6. They're working that lead down hit by hit. Cycling through their lineup right now. They've got Blue Shy Guy up next. I love slap hitting, says Cat Comrade. It's so true. And that's another run that scores. The flock have cut the lead in half. 6-3. Birdo up to bat now. 2 runners on base with chemistry. She goes deep with this one. It goes back to the wall. They're going to score 1. They're going to try for 2. They won't make it. Unfortunate there for the Flock. They get their second out of the inning. But they are still alive. In fact, they have green Noki into blue Pianta, which is a very dangerous combo, as we know. As long as Noki can get on base, blue Pianta could clear it off. Star pitch from Peach, though. That gets strike 2. Swing and a miss is a strikeout. Noki thought that one was going to curve back in, but it stayed outside. Just missed it. Boomerang Bro clobbers the first pitch he sees and starts off with a home run for the Tax Evaders. We have the two opposite kinds of teams here. We have I love hitting home runs and I love hitting ground balls. One of them seems to be winning right now. Tax Evaders are up just a little bit. 7-4. They have a 3-run lead. Hammer Bro is wanting to make that 4. And he will. That is another solo shot home run for the Tax Evaders. And this is exactly why I want to nerf the Bros. They just do this, man. Now, I do still want them to be like first round picks, you know. I want it to be Bowser, DK, Petey, and the Bros. And also King Boo. I guess there's 7 elite picks, but... regardless, I still want them to be very good. I just don't want them to be that good, where they can just come up and hit a home run every time. Strikeout on Bowser there. That one is a jumping catch by Blue Pianta. That one is grabbed for out number 2. Green Koopa Troopa gets one down over the infield and wins a star chance for the Tax Evaders. Peach is up to bat. That comes across as a ball. My God, I thought that hit the plate. Peach misses that one, strike 1. Next one does come across the inside corner, strike 2. This one's to the inside. Birdo makes the catch, and that's the inning. Flock are down by 4 right now. They lead off with Blue Pianta. That one's outside. Ball 1. Charging up, and that is deep to the right side. That is a towering shot from Blue Pianta that will bring the lead down to 3 runs. Great shot there from Pianta. Luigi grounds one over to Green Koopa, and that's an out. Blue Toad up next. Blue Toad pops one over to the right gap. That gets down. Great shot for him. That should be a double. He's going for 3. He's thrown out. Aww. That was a very risky play on with a star chance on the line. I would not recommend doing that. Purple Toad's going to get a slap hit down. There's a runner on first now. Ooh, that one goes foul, curved out. And that one is lined straight to Bowser. Flock are still down, but they're tied in hits. That's interesting. I mean, that really just goes to show. Slap hitting, you get a lot of hits, but not a lot of runs necessarily. Power hitting, you don't get as many hits, but when you do, they're gone. You get a lot more of them converted into runs. That one, a great suction catch from Birdo there. That's what the Flock need. They need their defense to start pulling up. Ooh, a rough miss for Luigi there. Boomerang Bro up to bat. He's got chemistry on base. And contact. That one is gone. A 2-run bomb for the Tax Evaders. And that's another home run. Going deep again are the Bros. Back-to-back home runs for them. Now we have Bowser up at the plate. Still 2 outs on the inning. Still just have not been able to get that last one. Strikeout for Bowser, and that will end the inning. The Flock, they have some catching up to do. They need to get their slap hitting going. They had a good inning in the second inning, but have been in a rough spot for the rest of the game. They won't get anything started there. Green Shy Guy grounds out. That one goes foul off to the right side from Birdo. This one hit over to the right side. That's a single for Birdo. This one grounded out again. Flock just can't get their slap hitting going here. And the Tax Evaders managed to get a runner on base. Red Koopa Paratroopa. Green Koopa will hit foul off to the left. Swing and a miss there. And a strikeout there. Peach grounds one over. That's thrown for the double play. A solo double play for Birdo. She is the queen of double plays. That puts her at 12 on the season now. Well ahead of her teammate, and also Gray Drybones, don't forget, in that first game tonight. Got a solo double play to tie Blue Pianta. Blue Pianta hits one just foul here. And on 2 strikes, he'll watch it and strike out. Not what you want to see for the Flock. They'll have Luigi here. Luigi's a decent slap hitter. But he's going to charge, and will he get it? That's deep. It's gone! Luigi. I think that's his 6th home run of the season. He is not lacking for power. Honestly, if the Flock didn't have Pianta, well, then they'd probably want to star Birdo. But if they didn't have Birdo either, then they'd want to star Luigi. Luigi's not a terrible star option. If you don't have a Bro or Pianta or King Boo, like my team, for example, I star Mario. Luigi is a very similar player. And actually, Blue Toad hits another home run. The Flock decide to have back-to-back homers. It's not quite the same as Boomerang Bro, Hammer Bro, not as consistent, but hey, they're getting it done. They've decided if we can't win with slap hits, we'll join the home runs. That is a double for Purple Toad. That one is caught. Magical catch from Green Magic Koopa. A would-be foul ball is turned into out number 2. And Green Shy Guy strikes out there. The Flock, they did cut the lead down to 4, but they have just 2 more innings. Tax Evaders have 3 more chances here. Black Shy Guy up to bat, strikes out looking. That was a rough at-bat for him. This one gets through the infield for Green Magic Koopa. Bowser Jr. strikes out as well. This is a good inning for Boo. Now Boomerang Bro up to bat. The first of the deadly bros. This one is starred, so he's even more dangerous. Fastball there goes for strike 2. Curve on the outside. It's a full count with 2 outs. An inside pitch is a walk on Boomerang Bro. At least he didn't hit a home run, but now it's up to Hammer Bro. Hammer Bro gets aggressive, swings early. Strike 1. This one goes inside for strike 2. Boo gets him down the center. Strike 3. End of the inning. No runs scored for the Tax Evaders for 2 innings in a row. The Flock have a big opportunity here. Will they be able to get their slap hits down? They don't there with a Blue Shy Guy. He grounds out. Now Birdo. Star chance on the line here. Flock, they can't get any more, but they really want to stop the Tax Evaders from getting any. They'll do it there. And that's a runner on base. Green Noki hits a liner. That one gets down through the infield. That's 2 on base for starred Blue Pianta. If you want a batter up with a chance to bring the game close to tied, this is who you want for the Flock. He's going to star hit. It's ground out. It's actually a double play to end the inning. Oh no! The Flock with just 1 more chance. The Tax Evaders are not going to hold still for them the whole time. They're going to try their best to score some more runs here. They've got Bowser with a star chance. 2 strikes so far. Swing and a miss, a strikeout. Good start for the Flock. Red Koopa Paratroopa has 2 strikes as well. And he strikes out looking. The player known for not striking out very often gets another one. Green Koopa Troopa. Green Koopa Troopa pops out to Blue Toad. He's tall enough to grab that. And it is another scoreless inning for the Tax Evaders. The Flock. This is their last chance. They have to do it here. Luigi gets a good slap down up the middle. Peach has really been destroying this Flock team so far. I mean, not even that. They've been grounding out a lot. It's not been as many strikeouts. Oh, a bobble from Bowser Jr. We should use our 5 stars, says Massive Wiener Man. That is also very true. 2 runners on base, chemistry for Purple Toad. There's a chance. This could be a big hit. Or it could be another slap hit, which is more so, I think, what the flock should rely on here. That's the strength of this team. It's the great slap hitting. I mean, the weakest batters are Boo and the Shy Guys, who are not bad batters at all. Purple Toad uses a star there. Beautiful shot to the right side gap. That gets down as a run. They're going to try for 2, and they make it. They score 2 runs off of that. Star hit double for Purple Toad. Beautiful stuff there from Purple Toad. And a good call from Blue Toad, knowing he could make that. The flock have cut the lead down to 2 runs. With no outs on the board yet, they've got a good chance at cutting this lead down. The question is, will they be able to take a lead of their own and hold it? Boo hits just foul. Too much curve on that one. I guess that's kind of his thing. A couple pick-off attempts for fun. And a strikeout on Boo. She was trying to ice the batter. And she got him, it worked. Green Shy Guy. Huge charge shot. Oh, just foul. Oh, that's so sad. This one's popped high to left field. That should be caught. Red Koopa Paratroopa makes the play. It's 2 outs now for the flock. No, says Massive Wiener Man. That's fair. That was so close to being a game-tying home run. Instead, they'll cut the lead down to 1 here with Blue Shy Guy's hit. And now it's Birdo, the captain of the flock. The best defensive player with a chance to make an offensive imprint. She's got 4 stars, plenty to work with. Please use a star hit here, Birdo. And she does. It's straight up the middle. Bounces all around. Insane bounces there. That will put runners on 2nd and 3rd. Great shot there from her. Could have been a little more chaotic, but hey, it works. She got on base and advanced the runner. 2 strikes on Green Noki. Green Noki could be the last at-bat here. Or she could save the season. And she'll strike out looking to end the game. The tax evaders hold on. The Bros went for 3 home runs each tonight. Absolutely clobbering those balls. They put the flock in a very rough spot, and the flock were not quite able to get away from it. It was a strong attempt, a great last inning, but the flock could not do it. The tax evaders will come away with the win. They get just 16 base hits, but they score 11 runs. They only scored in the first 3 innings. The flock, they were just too inconsistent throughout the game. 22 hits, but only turned 10 of them into runs. Looking at the flock's offense, each of the Shy Guys had 2 base hits, 1 RBI for Green Shy Guy, 2 for Blue Shy Guy. Birdo went 5 for 5 with 1 RBI. That is insanely good. Green Noki only had 1 base hit, a bit of a weak link there, but Blue Pianta also only had 1 base hit. His was a home run, though, solo shot homer. Luigi also had a solo shot homer, but he went 2 for 4. Blue Toad went 4 for 4 with a solo shot homer. Purple Toad also went 4 for 4 and had 3 RBI. Boo only had 1 hit this game and 0 RBI. Defensively, he did get 9 strikeouts, an insanely good defensive game for him. A 16.5 ERA is not great, but still decent. This is also based on the 9 innings, I believe. So yeah, Peach's 12.8 should be a lot better when it's converted to 7 innings. Never a doubt, says Green 49er. Green Noki will be fired, says Cat Comrade. Throwing so tax evaders are second because they play worse at home. Green Noki sent down to the minor leagues, the Duck Lanes. That's a great name. Peach got 5 strikeouts. Let's see how they did on offense. Peach got no hits, but had an RBI. She had a sac play. Still, no base hits is not good. Black Shy Guy had just 1 base hit, 1 for 3. Koopa had just 1. Bowser had just 1. He did get an RBI with it, though. Red Para went 2 for 4 with 1 RBI. The Bros, 3 hits each. Boomerang Bro went 3 for 3, 4 RBI, 3 home runs. Hammer Bro went 3 for 4, 2 RBI from 2 home runs. Both of his were solo shots. And Bowser Jr. also got a home run. 2 RBI for him, 2 base hits, went 2 for 4. And Green Match did well too as a slap hitter, went 3 for 4. Looks like the Tax Evaders got their offense back together, at least for the first 3 innings. The Flock, a little too inconsistent this game. These teams are very closely matched. Especially on this smaller stadium, it's a lot easier for the Tax Evaders to get their home run hits. If this game took place on the Peach Garden or Bowser Castle, like the last 2 series between these two did, I imagine several of those would not have been home runs. But here, this stadium, this is the matchup where it's doing really well for the Tax Evaders. I mean, when they play against the Lightning also have plenty of power hitters. They don't do too well there. The other teams don't do much worse compared to when they play at Bowser Castle. So it doesn't make much of a difference for the Tax Evaders there, but this matchup is huge. This stadium's coming in clutch for them. We'll have to see if they can keep up this momentum, if they can get their win streak going back. Tax Evaders, they do reclaim second place with this win. The Flock are still just 1 game behind them. This will be a very important series. This could determine who gets the bye in the second round of the playoffs. Because whoever doesn't get second place, the top 2 get byes through the first round. Everyone else has to play in to make it into the top 4 bracket. It's very likely the Lightning will make it, considering they still have only 4 losses. I think it's almost guaranteed, especially because they play the Tax Evaders one more time. Hold on. Well, I mean, if the Flock... Well, I don't know. I'll do the math. Wait, no, that just makes it more likely. Because the Tax Evaders, if they beat the Lightning... Oh, but these 2 teams playing now kind of shakes it up. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough for anyone to dethrone the Lightning, let alone 2 people. So I think we can say the Lightning are getting one of the byes. Otherwise, it's pretty much between the Flock and the Tax Evaders. I don't think anyone else can catch up at this point. I think maybe if the Rocketeers win out and both of these teams lose out, but I don't know how likely that is. Again, it's pretty much between these 2. This series is going to be a huge factor in that. So yeah, we'll have to see what happens in the later games throughout this week. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you later.